Hi everyone, my name is Steph, this is Kidlit Joy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to review The Wondrous Tale of Lavender Wolfe by Karen Foxlee, which is a new book by Karen Foxlee, who is quite a popular middle grade fantasy author. This book was sent to me for review by Alan and Unwin, so thank you very much to them. The blurb on the back says, Lavender Wolfe is a clapperdudgeon and a pickpurse with a magical secret. She is all alone on a wharf when she is snatched by Big Agatha and thrown into the galley of a pirate ship. Captained by Odyessia Pleasant, a fierce pirate with a bird's wing in place of an arm, the crew are on a desperate voyage to find and return stolen treasure before all those who sail within the cursed ship are turned to sand, Lavender included. Lavender is sharp as a tack, and as her magic starts to be revealed, she finds herself coming under the arresting gaze of Captain Pleasant. Will Lavender help break the curse, or will she be just another victim of this story within a story? Lost to the sands of time. This book is perfect for those middle fiction readers who are very capable readers who have very good comprehension skills and can manage to hold a story within a story in their mind, because that's a really crucial part of this book, and who do enjoy sort of your traditional fantasy adventure kind of books. Unless there is an adult helping to read this book, for some middle fiction readers this might be just a little bit out of reach in terms of fully understanding and comprehending the book, because while the language is beautiful and the story is really well told, there is a level of complexity in this book that some readers may struggle with independently reading it, especially since it's quite long. It's just under 400 pages, so there's a lot of text and a lot of story to maintain and keep track of, which you do need to do. Lavender is kidnapped from the steps of a wharf by Big Agatha, and she finds herself in the galley of this ship, and once she's there, she's renamed, given a boy's name, and basically told that she's not a girl, she's a boy. And anyone who is kidnapped and brought aboard this ship is usually female, but is assigned a male name and is playing the role of a character in a story that is the story of this curse and how the ship and the people on the ship came to be cursed. And of course, as the blurb says, as soon as you step foot on the ship, you become part of the curse, and therefore you are affected by what is going on. Lavender is quite a headstrong character. She begins initially to resist what's going on, then she figures out she has to play along, and she begins to try and unravel this story within a story and trying to figure out what's going on and how she can best help achieve the goals of this ship in order to save her life. There are times where she contemplates leaving, but then she's drawn back in by not only the companionship that she makes on the ship, but also her own intrigue for what is going on. It is part magical tale, part journey, part treasure hunt, or return of treasure. And there are a lot of characters that we meet along the way that Lavender has to figure out whether they are allies or not, or whether they can support her and her goal or not, and the effects of her decisions on them and not just herself. Each section of the book is broken up by recipes because she is working in the galley with Big Agatha, and the recipe correlates to something that is happening within each chapter, which I thought was quite clever. You have things like calendars and part chapter titles. It is quite a dense book, but this is the kind of book that appeals to those middle fiction readers who really love a fantasy book and who really like in-depth world building and the drawing out of characters and a character story as told through the lens of one main character. It was a really interesting read, and as someone who's only read I think maybe one other Karen Foxlee book, it was nice to try something else by this author, and I'm very grateful to Alan and Unwin for the opportunity to read it and review it for you. In the description down below I will leave some more information about the book, as well as a link to the publisher's website so you can find out more about the book if you would like to. In the comments I would love to know, have you read this book? Are you planning on picking it up? Or have you read anything else by Karen Foxlee? Feel free to chat to me about it down below. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you're on the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.